My parents gave my 3-year-old daughter a dollar store doll with a missing leg and said, "That's what happens when your mom's a disappointment to us." My daughter's smile dropped. My sister's kids laughed from behind their brand new bikes. I picked up the doll, took my daughter's hand, and left. My parents have always treated me like the family afterthought. My sister Lauren is 3 years older, married to an accountant, lives in a 4-bedroom house in the suburbs. She drives a brand new car every 2 years, takes 2 vacations a year, and her kids go to a private school that costs more than my rent. My parents worship her. They help with her mortgage. They babysit her kids every weekend. They post her family photos on social media like she's their only child. I got pregnant at 22 by a boyfriend who left before the first ultrasound. I kept the baby, dropped out of school, and got a job answering phones at a real estate office. I worked my way up over 3 years, got my license, and became a full agent handling my own clients. I'm not rich. I drive a used car and live in a 2-bedroom apartment, but I take care of my daughter Bria completely by myself. I pay my own rent, I buy her own clothes, I pack her lunches every morning, and I have never once in 3 years asked my parents for a single dollar. That's never been good enough for them. Every holiday, every visit, every phone call, there's a reminder that I'm the one who messed up. Mom once said at Thanksgiving that she wished I'd waited to have kids the right way. Dad told me at a barbecue that Lauren was his retirement plan because she actually made something of herself. I've swallowed every single one of those comments for 3 years because I told myself it was worth it. I told myself Bria deserved to have grandparents even if they didn't deserve to have her. She deserves better than the family I got stuck with. Christmas this year was at my parents' house. Lauren's kids, ages 7 and 5, were already there when I arrived. They were running around the living room excited and loud the way kids get on Christmas morning. Bria was quiet. She held my hand and looked around with big eyes. She'd been talking about Christmas at Grandma's house for 2 straight weeks. She drew a picture of a Christmas tree at daycare and wrote Grammy on it in crayon. She picked out a dress to wear all by herself, red with white polka dots. She looked perfect. We ate breakfast together. Mom made pancakes for Lauren's kids but didn't make any for Bria. I made her a plate myself from the leftovers. The gift exchange started around 11. Lauren's kids went first. My parents pulled out 2 brand new bicycles from behind the tree. Pink one for the girl, blue one for the boy. Matching helmets, matching bells. The kids screamed. Lauren hugged Mom. Dad took photos. I clapped along with everyone else because that's what you do. You smile. You pretend it doesn't sting. Then it was Bria's turn. Mom reached under the tree and handed Bria a plastic bag. Not wrapped, not in a box. A thin plastic bag from a dollar store with the receipt still stapled to the top. Bria opened it with both hands. Inside was a small doll with tangled hair and a missing leg. The left leg was just gone, snapped off at the hip. Bria held it up and looked at it. She didn't cry. She didn't complain. She just looked at it with this confused expression like she was trying to figure out what she did wrong. Lauren's daughter pointed and laughed. "Her doll is broken." Lauren's son joined in. "It doesn't even have a leg." Then Mom leaned down to Bria and said in this sweet voice that made my skin crawl, "That's what happens when your mom's a disappointment to us, sweetie." My 3-year-old daughter didn't understand what that meant, but she understood the tone. She understood the laughter. She understood that her cousins got bikes and she got a broken toy in a bag. Her smile disappeared. She looked up at me with her bottom lip shaking, holding that doll with both hands, and she didn't say a word. I picked up the doll. I took her hand, and I walked to the car without looking at anyone. Dad called out from the porch, "Don't be so sensitive. It was a joke." I buckled Bria into her car seat. She was quiet. She was holding the bag with the broken doll in her lap because she didn't want to leave it behind. That almost broke me right there in the driveway. I drove to Target. I bought her a doll she'd been looking at for weeks, the kind with the brushable hair and the little outfits that come in a pink case. I bought her 2 coloring books, a stuffed animal, and a set of markers. We went home and sat on the living room floor and played until she forgot about that morning. That night after Bria went to bed, I blocked my parents' numbers. Both of them. I blocked Lauren too. Bria sleeps with that new doll every night.